Welcome back. This is the B20 build. I don't know what episode this is, but we're gonna tear down the B20 and the B20 block, and that's probably this whole video. Even though I've already done a B20 or a B series tear down. Actually, I never finished that video, did I? There's a part 2. Oh well, we're gonna tear this thing down. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start right here with the water, whatever you call it. We're gonna replace every gasket, every seal. I'm going to clean every inch of this motor. And I think I'm gonna paint the block. All the hoses are going to be replaced. Maybe. All the rust is going to be sanded off. And I'm going to repaint. This engine will be in my wife's B20. Or B20. My wife's first gen CRV. But it will be my daughter's car. So I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna last her for a long time. This thing will be brand new before it's said and done. Of course, it's just gonna be all stock. It's a crusty bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna wire wheel every single bolt and clean them up. This thing will be minty fresh once it's all done. And I'm gonna take the block to the machine shop and have them deck or mill the top to make sure that's flat. Replace every single little gasket and seal, O-ring. Let's get this sensor off. I'd like to replace every single bolt, but for some reason bolts are just expensive as fuck. That does not want to come off. Luckily I have this tool. That's usually a lot of people's problems, getting this thing off. But the crank has a place to put this tool in there. You can rent this from any auto parts store. I just bought one just because it's just nice to have. Here's the tool. Comes with a little box. The part number right there. I don't really remember what I paid for it, but I think it was like 15 bucks, man. It wasn't much. It wasn't much at all. Just gotta wiggle that out, and you don't want to lose that thing, because that goes in here. All right, let's get the timing cover off. And there she is. Now we get the tensioner pulley off. The tensioner is really good shape. But if I remember correctly, I did the timing belt and water pump on this thing, I don't know, probably 15,000 miles ago. The water pump is next. Look at that nasty shit in there. I mean, what the hell is that? It's all in there too. All right, let's get the mount off. I don't know if I've drained the oil in this motor, so we're gonna do it. When I first pulled the plug out, there was, I don't know, some pieces of metal or screws or something that fell out into the oil. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna have to do a little fishing trip. Let's go fishing. We found nothing. That's good. All right, I think there's still antifreeze in there, so I need to dump that out. You see this right here? That is to drain the block. So let's get to it. Look at that. What is that? It's full of dirt or something. Even the hole is full of dirt. I'm gonna have to clean this whole block out really good. I mean, that's just nasty shit. All right, well, we'll just continue right here. This bracket mounts to the transmission, to the all-wheel drive differential thing. Let's get the oil pan bolts off. All right, this is the oil pickup. This sucks all the oil into the pump, which is on the front here. The B16 did not have this plate. It's supposed to have one. What it does is it keeps oil from splashing up or up into the crank and keeping the oil into the oil pan. That way you have constant oil pressure. I forget what it's called. All right, we're gonna get all the piston caps removed first, and then we'll do the crank. Actually, I'll probably do the front main seal, which is this thing right here. It's all one piece. And then you got your oil pump. And then you have your oil pump, which is all this part. It's like right here. All right, here is the first rod cap. The bearing is in excellent shape for having 200,000 miles on it. We got our piston out. If you ever don't know which way the cap goes, can you see that? It's got a 3. And when you squeeze it down, there you go, number 3. I'm not sure how important it is, but I always keep the nuts that go with the rod. All right, and that completes the pistons. Now we're gonna get the crank out. But first, before we get the crank out, we're gonna remove the rear main seal. Alright, and that's your rear main seal. It has a gasket that goes right here, a seal. Let's flip it around and get the oil pump. This section right here is the oil pump. Now we also have this timing gear that needs to come off. And shit, that does not want to come off. Holy fucking shit, seriously? Alright, let's get the no, let's get the oil pump off first. And there's the oil pump. Alright, let's start getting the cam caps off. And you get that smell of dirty oil, or I don't know, some kind of oil. It's the same smell you get when you take a head bolt off. The center bolts are longer than the rest of them. These also have numbers and an arrow, which this one's number 1. These bearings look like they're in pretty good shape. This one has a 2. Number 3, 4, and number 5. All the main rod bearings, I mean, they're in pretty good shape. All in all, this block's in really good shape. Alright, and that's pretty much how you tear down a block. Alright, so that's the conclusion of the B20 block teardown. It's pretty simple. As you can see, you just unscrew the bolts. You can't really fuck it up. Just remember where all the bolts go when you go to reassemble, and you should be okay. But yeah, next thing I just need to clean up the block real good, and I think I'm going to take it to the machine shop and have them just resurface the deck of the block. That way I know for sure that it's completely flat and level and it's going to be clean. I need to clean the block really well before I take it there. Yeah, I think I'm going to clean it before I take it. I don't know, I might just take it and then clean it afterwards. But if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. We're at 400 subscribers, just over 400 now, and you guys are awesome. It was like January when I hit 300, so it's only been like 3 months. Let's get those let's get those, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get those subscriber numbers up, and hopefully the views will follow. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.